Hello everyone, welcome to Happy Soul Tarot. I decided to do something new on the channel, and this is purely for me and I hope you also enjoy this journey along with me. So I wanted to introduce this journal to all of you. Okay, it's called the Wild Unknown Journal, as you can see, by Kim Kranz. And I also have another deck that a very dear listener, one of you, has sent me that deck by the same author, Kim Kranz. And this journal was gifted to me by my sister, and I am really excited to explore the journal along with you guys. All right, so this is going to be more or less like a very creative, inspiring video. Basically, I just want to see how this journey goes, and the reason I wanted to share this with you all is because I also wanted to talk a little about mental health and meditation and well-being, and just our the way we live our life in general. Okay, meditation can also be journaling. Meditation can also be painting. It can be movement. It can be dance. It can be yoga. Meditation does not just mean that you have to sit in one space with your eyes closed and palms open and you have to just concentrate. That can be really taxing for some people. It can be really difficult to get into that space or in that zone, in that mental space, basically, to do that kind of meditation. So for those of you who feel like meditation is not for you, well, try a different mode of meditation. Try something new. Sometimes I introduce just counting your breath as meditation. Okay, for full 10 minutes, what you do is you take a deep breath in on 4 counts. Okay, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and that much you're taking that deep breath in for that count. All right, then you hold your breath for 5 counts. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you exhale through your mouth. That's 7 counts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You just let out everything. Okay, you continue doing this for full 10 minutes. What happens is when you concentrate on just counting your breath, all right, so it doesn't allow your mind to keep running towards different thoughts. It doesn't allow your mind to wander. All right, and what it does, it helps you bring in a process of deep breathing. All right, slowing down your breath, and that's meditation. You don't have to sit quietly anywhere. You can keep counting too. So I really feel like reading this whole page out to you, but I don't know if you would like that. Practice makes practice. I love that. All right, let's read this out. Okay. So I'm going to put timestamps below if you want to jump through the creativity process, and you can just move on to the next one. All right, so I'm going to put timestamps below and you can consider those timestamps. And I think the next thing I want to do is I'm going to read this little page here. You and I are collaborators traversing space and time, and then I'm going to create something here. All right, so I'm going to put timestamps below for all of this. Okay, so it says creative practice. There is a wondrous word that is used consistently in my 3 favorite disciplines: spirituality, psychology, and creativity. The word is practice. But what does it really mean? When are we practicing, and when are we doing the real thing? This is an unanswerable question. One could easily argue practice never ends. One could also argue that every moment is the real thing. So my humble answer to the question is both. Always. Let's envision a professional athlete. When they're training, they are surely practicing. Yet, when they enter a competition, they are also practicing the real thing. This is slippery territory. But stay with me. The slipperiness comes because the real thing is elusive. It moves ahead as we grow. Like the center of the labyrinth, it pulls us deeper as we approach it, leading us into new territory. When the athlete looks back at the competition years later, they will realize it was only practice leading them to the present moment. So true. There are signifiers, though, that tell us when we are practicing. When we practice, we are present. When we practice, we are in a headspace of humility, expansion, and a desire to learn. It might even be so engaging and fun that we lose track of time. This is the headspace I have chased my whole life. In fact, I'm practicing writing at this very moment. Through language, I am attempting to be present with you amid the goings on in my life. When we practice, we show up. It happens every time like magic. As for my own personal practice, I have been drawing nearly every day since I was 15. I was lucky to have a drawing teacher with a disciplined approach to draftsmanship. She instilled in me the idea that if I drew and drew and drew, that eventually the line would awaken and come to life. That my drawings could contain psychic energy that others could feel. This idea compelled me. It led me to draw like a maniac all through my teens and 20s. Perhaps the line did awaken at some point. Perhaps you can feel all those hours spent calling the force forward. No matter what your relationship to creativity or spirituality is, my hope is that you use this journal to reconnect to the idea of practice. To your practice, whatever that looks like. It could be writing, meditating, sketching, dancing, drawing, or just playing around with the line and color. Creativity will remain an elusive gem until we call it toward us with consistency and longing. Then, at some point, you will notice the practice pulling you toward the real thing. And what is the real thing? You dare to ask? We've all felt it and seen it before. When you witness any creative force, the stroke of a painter, the last line of a poem, the baker's bread in your mouth, the snowboarder spinning through the sky, you are witnessing firsthand the sum of all their practice pitched perfectly with the grace of letting go. The two are the forever dueling forces of life, of creativity. They are the rider and the chariot together at last. For a moment, all is right in the world, and we sense ourselves at the very center of life's labyrinth. May you use these pages to reach out to that infinite force within again and again and again. It's beautiful. So it says practice makes practice. All right. So before I begin, this little line here, it says, I would especially like if you show the world this special moment you and I have shared. What does our crystal collaboration look like? Oh my God, I love this. Right, so I'm going to let loose. I'm going to meditate with this crystal right here. All right, and I hope you enjoy this process with me. I would just like to read out what I wrote here in between the creation. So I've written, I choose me. I choose me. I choose to live. I choose to love. I choose to laugh. I am capable of overcoming all of my challenges. I am deeply loved, guided, and protected. I keep growing. I love this because a couple of years ago I went through a phase of severe clinical depression, and it took me many years to overcome that. And I'm not saying I'm done. That's the most interesting part. You feel like you have overcome something, right? But somehow it still comes back to you in some form, and you realize, okay, I still have to deal with some parts of this thing that I thought I had overcome. And mental health is just that. It's something you have to constantly work on consciously, just like everything else. Just like our physical body, our mental and emotional body, even our spiritual body, it requires conscious attention. Okay, and I sincerely hope me doing this video has inspired some of you to really take that step for your own benefit. Okay, and if you feel like you need help, you need guidance, you're not sure how to go about it, what is the best for you to do, or you need a little bit of push, so get in touch with me. I have a program. It's a month-long program where you and I together get over some of our deepest fears and traumas, and find that light within, the feeling of growth, the feeling of contentment. Okay, so if you like this video, please leave me a comment below. Tell me what else would you like me to do. Do you want me to talk about mental health? Do you want me to involve, I don't know, tarot cards into this? Or please let me know in the comments below, or get in touch directly with me. And if you like the video, please share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead. Bye.